welcome again to some Wargame Airland Battle action. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 on the Hamar map. NATO versus Pact, and yeah, Pact consists of Lightman myself and Red Rooster. NATO consists of Doc0352 and A for me X. Huh, interesting names. And then, well, it looks like the battle lines will be drawn. Rooster. It's going to be coming in there. I'll be sending in helicopter infantry there. FME is going to be coming in there. Glafir, hopefully I'll be playing with him a bit later on after checking out this replay. Just want to see, well, just for the hell of it really, just want to see how well I did and all that. The Corsair did do a bit of damage. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, the Corsair, I'm not really sure what damage it really did. Actually, it did drop some napalm here, and actually, well, never mind. My units are going to... okay, never mind, there's actually just a couple of flames remaining, so I think by the time they went through, yeah, completely calm and undamaged, so it didn't make much of a difference really. My infantry came here pretty quickly as well, so did the Mountaineers, but I do have a couple of helicopters as well actually, including these rocket helis to help out my Superiors, provided they can get close enough to use their flamethrowers. Should be able to beat out the Mountaineers, but the Mountaineers of course are a bit of a better general infantry with their fancy ATGMs and all that. Well, not actually that fancy, but anyway. In any case, we've actually got two command vehicles, so I guess you could say we have a spare command vehicle from Red Rooster, and there we go. We're basically setting up pretty nicely. We do have an initial score point advantage, but really that just comes down to the fact that we got our command vehicles pretty quickly into our zones, while our opponents are dilly-dallying actually. Not really sure why they're doing so. They don't really seem to have anything too heavy out. There we go, finally sending one out. So yeah, I'm not really sure why they don't already immediately have two command vehicles already going up here. I mean, if they had some heavy things out, like maybe multiple Abrams tanks, and A1 Abrams tanks, like this one here, for example, then it would make more sense, you know, that they wouldn't have enough money, but I'm pretty sure they actually would have had enough money for all their command vehicles at the beginning. Oh well. What can you do, eh? What can you do? This one actually probably should be hidden back around here or something like that, but well, whatever. They actually do have a bit of recon and all that, and so we got some good stuff sent, yeah, basically distributed around as well. Opponent's going to be coming up to Echo. Actually, I might have been able to, if I rushed it, I might have actually been able to secure these forests before Anthony or Aphemy could actually react. Man, he really makes me want to say Anthony, but no, of course that's not his name. Well, whatever. In any case, yeah, very nicely set up here. Infantry distributed around. Well, actually not too many, just single squads distributed in the buildings, I suppose. But really, that's all I am really looking to do there. The middle is going to be pretty important, as you can see. We've got Mi-2Ts coming in for Red Rooster, going to fly straight above the Mountaineers, and that's why you do not want to be sending in helicopters unassisted above urban terrain. Now they can get shot down just by small arms fire. So sucks. What can you do? At the very least, my infantry is very slowly but surely moving up. And, well, they might actually move up again by the end of the round. You never know, eh? A couple of Scots also coming in from Red Rooster just to pump a few more infantry in. And I've also got my own Ural coming in. Now, the thing to mention about these one-point trucks, it actually says that optics are bad, but in fact, I'm pretty sure they've actually got pretty much no optics. So basically put, you can't really use them as sword-side scouts in the same way that you could before. I mean, they still will reveal units that fire on them, so that's pretty good, but I don't think they have much of an actual sight range themselves. And there we go, yes, Ural versus Abrams. The tension, eh? The tension. Indeed. I got that indeed. Well, hopefully I'll be sending in, yeah, I'm going to be sending in a cheap ATGM helicopter just to try to destroy it. They actually do have some anti-air, but hopefully I'm not going to be flying straight into it. With helis, indeed, that's right. Well, a single heli anyway. Well, better than nothing, I guess. So these helicopters, I'm pretty sure the the light riflemen should be in range of these guys' rockets. Probably buildings in the way or something like that. At least... well, at least this Mi-4AV of mine can actually fire some rockets in. Not really doing much though, bizarrely enough. These guys are really just slightly worried, mostly calm, which really sucks. Yeah, well, Commandosies will be able to fire a few shots here and there, I suppose, but actually should, because I'm pretty sure they got close quarter combat weapons there. Yep, close quarter combat machine gun. They could try to charge them after we lay down a bit of smoke, but no, we're not going to do that. In fact, I'm not really sure if we've got any artillery anywhere. Doesn't look like we have anything. We do have napalm coming in at the very least. And there we go, I do at least get the Abrams to retreat. My helicopter doesn't really do much at all. It almost gets taken out by, presumably by the Stinger, which manages to launch a single missile there. Interesting. And there we go, finally our opponent's going to get a command vehicle coming in. Really took their time actually. Got another Mi-4AV of my own coming in, and Stingers are going to try to shoot against them. Will they be able to destroy them? Nope. It's going to absorb one of the missiles at the very least, although a second missile probably will take it out. Yep, down it goes. Very unfortunate. Yeah, well, what can you do? We do have some napalm coming down as well, flaming the crap out of these light riflemen, who are actually going to be... they're not actually going to retreat, they're actually just going to move up ahead, it seems. And they're going to flame us as well. Thankfully though, we do manage to take out their own napalm plane, although our own stuff is going to get flamed out a bit. Spado is going to be retreating, or rather moving forward actually for Red Rooster. My own Motostrelskis, despite the fact that they appear to be right in the middle of these flames, are only just slightly worried. So they apparently must be in buildings that actually are not under flame at all. Okay, well, one squad's there, the other squad is... there, okay, so... what if they actually do that automatically to avoid the flames? 100% sure, but in either case, it's rather amusing to see this happen. Actually, you've got a couple of Delta forces engaging Serpedias, and they actually were out of range of my flamethrowers for most of the time there, but actually were out in the open, which definitely gave my Serpedias a bit of an advantage, and we did have a couple of other units shooting at them as well. So Delta forces, not really sure why exactly they were trying to charge out there. Maybe they were hoping for a just to try to sneak in through here, but nope, my Serpedias having none of that. And as you can see, our opponent's hold on this central city is pretty tenuous, and as you can see, because it's pretty much smacked up in the middle of the map, it is a pretty important thing to hold on to, especially if you can get some ATGMs to fire missiles and such. I mean, look at this building here, for example, would face out here, cover a decent amount of ground with ATGMs. Same with these buildings here, and well, I suppose here as well to face out there as well. So yeah, very important to hold on to the middle, and we're mostly doing that. They do have a bit of a got a bit of a hold, but it's probably not going to last. And there we go. Speak of the devil, I actually am getting my own ATGMs, as well as a couple more infantry coming in. Some anti-air coming in as well. Things, as you can see, are relatively even, but could change pretty quickly though. We do have a bit of a score advantage over our opponents, but that's only because they delayed their command vehicles by so much. Not entirely sure why, but there you go, they did that. Actually deploying my Factorias, my Patur Factorias, pretty far behind actually. I could, well, given that there's nothing really here, around here to shoot them, I could actually just deploy them all the way here actually if I really want to. But no, okay, I'm actually, yeah, I want to secure this area presumably with the Motostrelskis first, in case if there actually is infantry or something like that. They're going to be pleasantly surprised to find out that there's nothing there. These riflemen actually taking a bit of damage from my artillery. There we go, finally got these guys firing. Very nice indeed. In fact, I've actually got here we go, yep. Got a whole bunch of aircraft coming in. I think I actually had quite a few points saved up at this point, and man, this is one of those times when I really wish that the in-game chat would also be recorded in replays, because I think I actually gave some sort of smart-ass remark when I sent out my aircraft. But in either case, they're going to all come in. It's a whole bunch of bombers. In fact, what the hell, let's just get a nice little... There we go, get a nice little ground view of that. Bam, going to be dropping bombs, dropping a bit of napalm as well. And there you have it, very nicely done indeed. I believe the command vehicle is still alive, but only just though. If those flames were just a little bit further over here, then he would have been completely destroyed, but at least my flames do hit some stuff, taking out light riflemen, and I believe there were also some AA infantry there as well, so doing a bit of damage, I guess, better than nothing. Also of course, by sending my helicopters back to repair. Given the... actually, they do consume a bit of fuel, but I guess I just felt like sending my helicopters back rather than sending logistics vehicles to them. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so here comes my Zvezda after I sent my Ural just to scout ahead, or rather to make sure that nothing was shooting at it. So yeah, I'm going to leave the ground wide open for Zvezdas. In fact, I'm surprised actually opponents do not have anything here. They've got actually, I've got artillery, bizarre enough. Yeah, but they don't actually have anything here, not even just an empty transport or anything, just a spot. Because if you have a look at the terrain, unlike this rough bit here, this nice little slope does allow vehicles and such to go down pretty easily. and then you could possibly just bypass this little strong bit they've set up and just try to, well, either to go around and attack or just to get infantry up this little slope and attack. So yeah, either around there or around there, or infantry going up this slope. Given the defences that they had were pretty sparse, actually could have done that. Too bad I didn't actually think of that really. I just sending up my guys there and actually spoiled a bit there, but no, I don't think I'll be attacking through this flank if I can remember correctly. I do have the Premier Soviet air sup plane as well, or air superiority plane, just flying back, keeping a low profile, you know, just chilling out, looking cool. And since nothing else is really happening, actually there's some artillery there. Let's just have a close-in view at this actually. There you go, very nice indeed. Su-27S, very much a Premier aircraft, and well, actually no, we actually have something else coming in. Let's have a look at what this yak does. There we go, thank God free players, look at that. Look at that great view. The background is a little bit low resolution, but oh well. What can he do? So he's going to drop his napalm probably around here where I believe the mountaineers were before. And bam, very nice hit indeed. Should be able to roast a few infantry there. Yep, Humvee. Hell, was that a graphical glitch? Huh. Okay, anyway, the Humvee actually managing to survive. Oh no, the mountaineers are actually, damn it. Of course, they deployed to these forward buildings, as you can see. Huh. These rather unfortunate looking bombed out buildings. Huh. Okay then. Okay, well yeah, they managed to deploy out of the way mostly. Huh. Interesting. And not even the Humvee was destroyed. Well alright, I could have done a bit better with that assault, but oh well, what can you do? Oh, and speaking of which, we actually do have some smoke dropping artillery coming in as well, despite the fact... Okay, opponents do have a couple of things to attack us with, a couple of Bradley CFV's recon vehicles. Huh. Interesting, very interesting. In fact, what the hell's Red Rooster doing? Okay, wants to probably just check to see if there's much really coming out. Well, these IFVs, these Bradleys could do a bit of damage, but now we've still got plenty of stuff hidden in these bushes, so they're not really going to be able to do too much. Actual commandos is being... they're being spotted pretty early on. One would have thought that they're actually too close, rather too far in the bushes really to be spotted, but there you go. Well, I suppose these are recon Bradleys after all. Actually getting in way too close actually as well. Not bad, and here actually comes some Humvees with infantry. Seems to be the only thing happening at the moment. A couple of other things coming in, a couple of Ihawks. So we'll just see how this infantry attack, how this will pan out. So they're going to go through the smoke, and then that's probably when they'll get slaughtered. Yep. Okay, we'll get a nice little view of that happening. There we go. Nothing like watching units travelling in a line and getting slaughtered. In fact, I don't think any of the infantry is even surviving, actually. Not bad. Oh no, there's something actually did manage to survive, but no, it does get taken out, so... Ouch. Bizarre enough, we actually do have more smoke being laid down, not sure why exactly it's been laid down there, but... interesting little assault. It might have actually have had a bit more of effect if they disembarked their infantry before exiting the smoke, because I'm pretty sure at these ranges they probably would have been able to take on the tanks with their laws once they got out of the smoke, I'm pretty sure. Oh well, and here we go, it becomes a bit of half-assed artillery as well, not going to be able to do too much though, so yeah. An interesting attack, but not really doing too much. Wow, looks like whatever the hell happened here has actually done quite a bit of damage. Okay, I think I'm just continuing to strike with artillery, it seems. And yeah, the only thing really remaining is the Abrams, by the looks of it. Still calm as ever, despite the fact all his comrades are dead, basically. Not bad, they even got their own planes coming in. Try and take out my own. He manages to survive, thankfully. I mean, it's meant to be the premier Soviet anti-air plane. It's definitely not going to go down that easily, and we managed to ward off their own there, so yeah, just a bit of back and forth action there. Although, I have to admit though, that guy did kind of tie up two of our own planes, which I suppose did technically make his own plane, did make the opponent's plane cost effective, I guess. So, yeah, whatever. In case, we've got Commandos coming in for Red Rooster. He probably assumed there was nothing else in these trees. Unfortunately, he's going to be sadly mistaken. At the same time, though, these Commandos are pretty fast, though. Where the hell are they going? They should be continuing to advance forward if they want to keep going out to the Bradley CFV. And yep, that's what they're going to do. And down he goes. Bam. What he should have done, actually, is he should have advanced using this cover and trying to stay outside of yeah, try to stay outside of the open spaces as much as possible. Well, in any case, one opponent has resigned, so everything goes over to... let's see, so Doc is now in command of everything, and I'm actually surprised that he didn't resign at this point. He's actually quite a trooper. I think he'll be staying until the end of the game, and I believe he's actually going to try to make some attacks happen later on. I'll just fast forward actually, since nothing is happening at the moment. A couple of big missiles coming in. What the hell is he doing? Well, down he goes to that eagle. Not sure what's happening there. A couple of flames being dropped here and there, but nothing too significant. Here we go. Yep, here comes my attack on Echo. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with this flank at all. Not really sure why, but well. In any case, I'm going to be gathering up my stuff. I think Red Rooster is also going to try to... Oops, there we go. Also going to be gathering up some of his forces. Unfortunately, did lose this little tree collection of trees there, this little forest here. And these Bradleys are actually going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to their fancy schmancy Bushmasters. I'm not sure why exactly Red Rooster didn't send out any ATGM infantry. Okay, he's playing as Poland, and yes, I did actually get it right this time. He is playing as Poland. And as for myself, given that I've got this plane, which I'm pretty sure... I know it's not actually a prototype, I'll be damned. Well, in either case, I'm pretty sure that I'm playing as USSR, since all my stuff seems to be, yeah, USSR issue. No problemo, and there we go, setting up for a nice little attack here. A whole bunch of T-72s, flame tanks, Motostelskis, Urals in front, of course, to absorb the initial shots, and a couple of, SC-122s as well. In my opinion, they're pretty good. They're pretty good fire support units. They're not that great in Men of War, just due to the fact that they're, in my opinion, too much of an in-between unit, as an in-between the SC-76 and the IC-152. But in this game, I dare say they do fill out a pretty good niche with their fancy heat cannons, and they've even got a KPVT. It's not quite an auto cannon, but it does do AP damage, so there you go. In any case, the attack has begun, and for me, all he's got is just the Abrams to defend, so yes, you can probably imagine how this is going to end up for me, to say the least. I've got a couple of my cheap helicopters shooting missiles at something or rather, but unfortunately getting destroyed by the Eyehawk, wasting all of his missiles, I guess, but still. Yeah, this command vehicle is pretty lucky to have survived for this long actually, but he probably will get taken out eventually after I freaking hit him. No other anti-air. Actually, no, we do have another Eyehawk here. Very strange actually, spamming all these Eyehawks, definitely. Our opponents definitely should have gone with more varied anti-air. They are going to try to reply with Thunderbolts, but I don't think it's going to be able to do too much damage. Well, two Thunderbolts at the same time is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but we do have anti-air to deal with that. Yeah, we got a couple of ZSU Afghanskis. It's not actually saying the names of them, I'm pretty sure that's what they are. And I had to have at least one Tukuska out. One Thunderbolt's going to get downed, and those things are not cheap. Where's the other one? I think the other one got taken out as well by something or other. Oh, maybe this thing actually took it out. That's a shame. Maybe I should have actually had a look at what was going on from the aircraft's perspective. Oh well, what can you do? This Eyehawk, unfortunately for me, is going to continue living. My artillery basically continuing to miss it. In fact, I probably should stop firing so I could conserve my supplies there. But in either case, the Echo is pretty much secured. We do have a response by our opponents, or single opponents. Doc is going to be going with a bit of recon. Actually, I'm surprised he doesn't have more recon out. And a whole bunch of Abrams, and Eyehawk also getting... no, not just yet. I'll reply to him later. But anyway, the Eyehawk also getting out of position and subsequently getting taken out. We actually do have some recon here, but kind of needs to be deployed. I'm pretty sure recon infantry cannot see out of vehicles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can't see out of vehicles at all. So yeah, he's not going to spot too much. Yeah, quite a massive lack of recon on our opponent's behalf actually. And I'm pretty sure my attack basically came in completely unnoticed as well. Until I was basically on top of my opponents there, so not too shabby indeed. But as well as there's also there just to provide a bit of recon. Actually, I think he was there before. Hopefully he'll be moving up at some point. In either case, we do have Zvezdas everywhere just to provide recon. Ural also coming in to make sure nothing can shoot at our opponents. Oh, sorry, nothing from our opponents can actually shoot at them, and it does go down, unfortunately. These Urals, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they don't have any stealth, basically, indeed. A couple of Kubs also coming in for Red Rooster, and my plane manages to shoot down his air sub plane, I believe, so he's going to crash rather dramatically. Must have been pretty high up in the air, actually, before he got shot down, and bam, down he goes. Not too shabby, indeed. So, yeah, unfortunately, Ural does get taken out, does reveal that there was Actually, no, it got taken out by a plane, so it didn't really reveal any ground stuff there, I guess. In case this beast should actually retreat. Hopefully Red Rooster's paying attention to that. Maybe, no. What else do we have here? Something else happening. Unfortunately, this beast is probably going to get shot down. One more missile, and unfortunately it does go down, so a bit of inattentiveness by himself there kind of sucks. CV incoming, presumably for Echo. And yeah, I should be able to hold against that. In fact, I've even got a couple of Factorias pretty well positioned to fire ATGMs. They should be able to strike, I think, stuff that's around here, basically. So around here, I think. Not around here, though, which is basically where my opponent's stuff is going to be arriving, but still. Actually, I'm not really sure why exactly Doc is sending in all these guys bunched up together. These heavy tanks should not be bunched up like this. That makes them very vulnerable to area of effect stuff. And they're pretty expensive as well, these M1A1 Abrams. Down goes my Ural, unfortunately, but they're going to be revealing themselves. Unfortunately, I don't really have much to really retaliate against them with. Although, no, never mind, actually, I have a couple of T-72s and all that. The Zvezdas do temporarily come under fire of the Abrams. Not that makes too much difference. And yeah, these towers are also going to be a bit annoying as well. In fact, this would be a great time to actually fire some artillery on our opponents, and hopefully that's actually what's going to happen. Let's see, what else do we have? Kubs coming in. Nothing in terms of tanks, really. In fact, I should just retreat these guys and just wait for heavier tanks to come in. But what can you do? We've actually got a anti-airplane, the F-15A Eagle coming in. Not really sure why exactly it was sent in, since we didn't really have too much in terms of anti-air, or not too much in terms of aircraft, should I say. But there we go, finally my artillery's in. Going to be panicking the CFE and a couple of the Abrams tanks, not too much else though. Unfortunately, Thunderbolt is going to manage to retreat, finally going to be resupplying my guys. Red Rooster's also going to be helping out with the attack, and there we go, finally actually going to be dropping crap loads of bombs. There goes the Bradleys, there goes their only form of recon for this entire area. Sucks, what can you do? Unfortunately, my own planes are going to get shot down as well, just a couple here and there, and we're going to be flaming the crap out of these Abrams. They're either going to be forced to retreat or to go forward, neither of which particularly would probably be a very attractive option, to say the least. This Hamar's probably going to get destroyed. Ihawk managing to barely escape out of there, but losing supply vehicles is never a good thing, even if they're empty ones, due to the fact that they kind of well, in recent patches they were much more limited in numbers, so you kind of have to rely on lesser amounts of logistics vehicles and rely more so on FOBs. So overall it was a positive change. It does make things a bit of a pain in the ass when you lose too many logistics vehicles, but there you go, what can you do? There we go, managing to resupply, although T-64A definitely needs to be supplied a bit more. Artillery continuing to come in from all directions, and just having a look, not much else happening anywhere else, so yeah, it looks like we're just focusing on this flank. Actually on the right, well actually no, our opponents would need very significant forces to be able to break through that. They could try to actually, maybe try to sneak some infantry in once they dispatch these guys, try to sneak them in. Well, even then, this command vehicle is actually, yeah, I'll talk to him just a second. This command vehicle is actually guarded by a couple of different things here and there, so it would be a bit tricky to strike at that. In this command vehicle over here, well, okay, I suppose there's nothing technically there. There's Zvezda there on the other side of the trees, but still, he's got Zvezdas, all that. Actually, I do have one single SU-122, which actually should be over here. I should have a second one over there, maybe, to guard, but yeah, in any case, it will be tricky for them to sneak in any case. In any case, there goes my SU-27S, completely out of fuel, and Abrams are still alive though. They're completely panicked actually, which would actually make this a perfect opportunity to attack. And yeah, looks like my T-80U is at least taking advantage of that. It's reflex missiles basically doing nothing. Hopefully this other T-80U will be able to do something maybe. These guys are still panicked though, and it's actually going to give my T-64A some pretty good well, it's going to give him a pretty good advantage. This Thunderbolt unfortunately is going to get stunned and destroyed, unfortunately for opponents anyway. Actually flying very low, and he still manages to survive. I don't believe it, a single bit of health. No, he's going to get destroyed by my interceptors. Well, there you go, Prowlers to be a bit of a pain in the ass as well. Don't think I have too much in terms of... actually, all the Kubs seem to be dead except for this one. Apart from that, not really much else in terms of radar-based anti-air. Although there's Tunguska, if I turned on his guns, then he could actually get sniped by the Prowler. But no, we're actually managing to keep them out of there, no problemo. Unfortunately, my own aircraft are going to get taken out, most likely, but nope, I'm actually managed to evac him out of there. Nope, he actually gets shot down. Damn it, those fucking F-15 Eagles. Opponents seem to have unlimited supplies of those, to say the least, and Red Rooster coming out with his own fancy T72 Wilkes, and given that these Abrams are still packed and these guys are all calm, yeah, they should have a massive advantage to take out these Abrams. These Abrams do not stand a chance. Bam, even a couple of fagots coming in to take them out. Not too shabby indeed. So overall, yeah, me and my Red Rooster doing incredibly well, and opponents, well, they need to send in more infantry towards the middle to properly capture it. They needed to get their command vehicles up to these central points much more quickly. They needed more recon. They needed to be covering their flanks. They, yeah, basically needed to be doing plenty of things. They just unfortunately were not doing. But still an interesting game. We did see a couple of attacks happen here and there. Things blowing up all over the place. Planes exploding, planes dropping bombs. Sounds good to me. Might just fast forward a bit since there's nothing else happening at the moment. We do actually have Red Rooster coming in with T-55Ls of all things, and a whole bunch of smoke as well actually, so yeah, it looks like it's just going to come up there to, oops. There we go. It's going to try to establish a bit of a position here, and actually it looks like it should be a good position. There's basically nothing really to defend against this. Essentially, a couple of Hornets and all that to be a pain in the ass, but at the same time, don't think they can really do too much for all the smoke that's there. They will drop a few bombs, I suppose, but apart from that, not much else. So Thunderbolt actually managing to target one of the T-55Ls. Okay, so they're being spotted by the Chinooks, of course. And another one, well, actually they actually are going to be destroying these T-55Ls. Sucks, but what can you do? Thunderbolt will actually be able to evac there, so not bad control actually of aircraft by Doc, and bam, manages to destroy. I think that was actually my Tunguska. Must have actually switched his radar gun on, which kind of sucks, but oh well. So this Prowl unfortunately is going to survive for a bit of a while. My Tunguska tries to take a few shots, but yeah, this thing's got some pretty good ACM. I do have at least a, there we go. I do have a interceptor coming in, and there we go, man. To inflict the killing blow on that. Sorry, to inflict the killing blow on that. One of my aircraft does get shot down. I think that was the bloody interceptor. The Hornet will probably get shot down as well. Maybe. Nope, he'll just get stunned and get the hell out of there, of course. Well, isn't that just freaking great? Yeah, there we go. Going to be sending in a little bit more anti-air at the very least. Down goes the fucking Afghanskis. And yep, he's going to still survive. Damn it. I'm surprised actually Doc hasn't evac'd him yet. Still, these Hornets definitely proving to be pretty helpful for our opponents, it seems. Definitely do need a bit more anti-air and a bit more supplies for our anti-air as well. Those ESU Afghanskis definitely coming in handy. Yeah, rather nifty little anti-air vehicle. Well, ground support vehicle technically, because they actually the reason they call it Afghanskis is that they're actually ZSU 23s. I believe they were modified to be able to fire more effectively at ground targets in Afghanistan. Although they can, well, they're still doing an alright job in this game firing at air targets from pretty short range, but still, what the hell, eh? Still an interesting little game, and well, there we go, quite a bit of damage being done by us. These guys acquiring experience. What relevance that has, I don't know, but there you go. Good game to our opponents. This has been Dave Dudvich, signing off.